Greetings, family. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. Uh, to all my faithful subscribers that have been rocking with me from day one, welcome back to the channel. To my new subscribers, over 1,000 new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Welcome in the room. Welcome to the channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. I am a native New Jersey person. Born and raised in Newark, New Jersey specifically. And I moved to Africa back in July of 2020. And I have been in, when I say Africa specifically, Tanzania, Africa. And I've been here for 5 years this year in July. So all is well. I created this channel, and this is for the new subscribers. I created this channel to document my journey from the U.S. to Tanzania, and on and on and on. I have been to 3 countries, 3.5, and I'll tell you why I say half. I've been to 3 African countries thus far. I've been to Ghana, Tanzania, Zambia, and Kenya. And when I say 3.5, when I went to Kenya, I only went to the border town. So I didn't go to Nairobi. I didn't go to Mombasa. So I didn't get to really experience Kenya and stay long. So that's kind of like a half. But I did step foot in the country. So there you go. But anyway, this channel is all about my life in Africa, giving advice, guidance to those who are interested in doing what I specifically did, leaving the West, America, the UK, anywhere in the West, and you want to relocate to Africa. I just share my experience. I share my walk and the things that I did to have been here 5 years. I created a business or a company, and the name of the business is called Diaspora Connect, LLC, here in Tanzania. It's a local company. I have 2 partners, and so I primarily do consultation. I do staffing, like temporary services, so like a temporary agency. So consultations, temporary agency, / teaching, education. I have a bachelor's degree in business, which qualifies me to talk about business and qualifies me to teach about business. And you necessarily don't have to have a college degree to do so, but if you can prove based on your license that you're qualified or you're certified or something like that to teach certain topics, then it would be beneficial, especially if you open a consultation company or consultation business. So what else? And the final thing that under my company or my business that I can actually do when I decide to, I can do like Airbnb or rentals, meaning I could secure land under my company, lease land or buy land under my company, and then I can do like short-term leases, Airbnbs, rentals on contract, because it's a company, it's a business. So those are the things that I do right now under my company. So yes, majority of what I do is online consultations. However, I do a lot of other things outside of just online consultations, because remember, the clients are reaching out and they want to come here. Once they arrive, there are things that they need to do, ways that they need to set up their lives, areas that would be ideal for them if they don't speak Swahili at all, or even a little bit. So there are certain things that individuals need to know if they decide that they want to relocate from the West and they want to move back to the motherland specifically. We have diaspora, expats, repats, immigrants, whatever you want to call us, that have left the West and have relocated back to Africa. So we have several countries that we're in. And in those countries, whichever country that you decide that you want to visit, relocate to, do business in, make sure you reach out to a diaspora or one of our people that are outside of Africa that were dispersed during the transatlantic slave trade, because I am an ADOS, African descendant of slaves. And so my ancestors and my forefathers were stolen from Africa and taken to America to be slaves. So that is my story. And I'm not Aborigine to indigenous. I'm not Aboriginal to America or indigenous to America. That's not my lineage. I am from Africa. My ancestors derived in Africa, and then we were dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth. So if you're not familiar and if you're unsure of who we are, please Google transatlantic slave trade. It'll tell you all the details about where we were dispersed from and where we were sent to, and it's throughout the four corners of the earth. So it's not just in the U.S., it's in a lot of places. Slavery was not only in the U.S., slavery was throughout the four corners of the earth, and it was also in some parts here in Africa. There was some slavery as well. But yes, that's who I am. And I just want to introduce myself and say welcome. My channel has really blown up since I did that video about Trump and the martial law situation, executive order. It's really blown up. That video got like 25,000 views. That's the most views I've gotten on any video. The second one is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Living in Tanzania. That got like 23,000 views. And those are the two videos that kind of went viral a little bit, but those are the only ones. But I'm grateful for this because I wanted to get to 4,000 subscribers, and I am not only at 4,000 subscribers, I'm past that at this point. So all praises to the one who created me, the one who created the universe, and he created everything, and everything you see. He created you and everything you see. So that's the Elohim that I serve. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah, so he has blessed me. He has opened doors supernaturally. You do your part. You take a step, and then he will open the door for you. I did the video not thinking. I'm like just chatting because I see that, things that's going on, and I didn't expect it to blow up like it did, but all praises. Yes, some of the comments were not nice, and some of the comments were very disrespectful. So if you don't know, on this channel, I don't tolerate disrespect. It is my channel, and it's my choice. What I talk about on this channel is my view, my opinion, and my perspective and my experience. It's not everybody's. So, of course, everybody's not going to agree, and it's okay not to agree. I don't have a problem with that, but I got a problem with disrespect on my channel. So if you come on my channel and you have a personal attack against me, some kind of way, disrespectfully, you will be blocked and deleted. I won't even go back and forth with you. I'll block you and delete you. So that's just my channel. So please be mindful of what you post. You don't have to always agree. That's fine. But do it in a respectful way. Let us be adults here, okay? We can agree to disagree, and we can move on. I am a 70s baby, and so we do things a little bit different on this channel. I was raised a little bit different on this channel, and a lot of the 70 babies were raised similar to the way I was raised. We have utmost respect for our elders on this channel. We don't disrespect elders on this channel. I guess I would be considered an elder because I'm in my 50s and I have gray hair. But anybody that will be considered an elder, if you're 40 something and you got a child and you got a you're an elder. So I don't tolerate disrespect of elders on this channel. We respect elders to the utmost. We don't steal from elders. We don't scam from elders. Yeah, we don't do that on this channel. So, yeah, I don't tolerate that. So please understand my rules, the rules of engagement on this channel. And so I have a right to speak. I have a right to say my opinion. I have a right to say how I feel because guess what? It's my channel. So you are welcome. You're welcome to listen. You're welcome to view the videos. You're welcome to donate. I have CashApp and PayPal if you want to bless me. I have a land and building project that I'm still working on. I've been working on this for a while, y'all. I'm not lying. I've been working on this since 2021 because I have a GoFundMe that I created back in 2021. The reason that I did that is because I knew I wanted to do a land project, but not like some type of like massive eco-village thing. No, I wanted to do like Airbnb. I want to do like rentals. I wanted to help provide housing for diaspora when they came or whatever. I'm just one person. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money. So I created the GoFundMe that would assist me in my dream. So it's my dream, my goal, my aspiration to help our people if they want to. Now, if you don't want to leave the U.S., then that's fine. I have plenty of relatives over there that they're not trying to go nowhere, right? So it's okay. But if you do choose to leave and you are interested in relocating or repatriating or immigrating out of the U.S. and maybe to Tanzania, hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. I do relocation and business consultations. So basically, I take you through the steps that I have taken to have been here 5 years this year, as well as how I relocated, how I visited, relocated, and now I'm doing business. So I will take you through those steps. I will give you little pointers, advice, guidance along the way. I do a lot of videos, I share a lot of information, and many of us do, but some stuff you just can't share online, and I hope you do understand that. We have to be a little bit more mindful, discreet about what we share online, because we have to remember that this platform is public. So that means the whole world is watching. Your frenemies, your enemies, your family members, your foes, everybody. So you got to keep that in mind when about what you share online. And I had got a wake-up call back in 21 or 22 about this. It's like the Father had kept discussing it with me anyway. He was placing it in my heart to, be more discreet, get out of groups, walk alone. And so since I've been doing that, I've been able to get a lot more accomplished. Because I think if I was not doing that, I probably wouldn't even still be here. I probably wouldn't even be in the blessed position that I am now, to be able to share with you, to be able to say my company is still, it's a company. It's small. It's when you do business here, it takes time, and it could take years. It's been since the company created in 21, and it's still small, but I'm adding different services to it. So as you have heard, the things that the company does, so it's just not only online. I do other stuff too. But I don't share everything, because I decided about a couple of years ago, that I have to be a little bit more discreet in the information that I share. So that being said, this is for just all the new people who have been listening to me, watching me from the beginning, from America to here. They already know all this, but I'm just sharing for those who are new to the channel. And I want to say again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I live in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and all is well. Now, I wanted to talk about, back to the U.S., I wanted to talk about these Afrikaners. So Trump is accepting Afrikaners into America. He has been looking for Mzungus, white people from different countries that want to come to U.S. because their numbers are dropping. So he does not want us, the melanated people or the black people or the African American people, he does not want us to outnumber them over in the U.S. He wants to make sure that it stays us being the minority. So it's crazy because he's making all the immigrants leave, the non-melanated. He's making the immigrants leave that are of different nationalities, except for the white ones or the Mzungu ones. They can stay, and he's bringing more in. But he wants all the other people to leave, all the other immigrants to leave, or the other people from foreign countries. Birthed in from other countries. He wants them to leave, but he wants it to be majority white in the U.S. It's just he's making America white again. That's the thing I want to say. So if he has to import white people from other countries to continue to make it white, then he will. Which is what I want to talk about, the Afrikaners that he's bringing in. Now, he has suspended this immigration policy, this program. He suspended it in 2020. To not allow any more immigrants. But now he's making an exception for the Afrikaners. And he's bringing them in. And not only are they coming in, they're going to get housing, they're going to get food vouchers, they're going to be good. Just like the other immigrants that were here before under Biden. They're going to get everything that they need. But so he can make decisions outside of what the laws and rules are, apparently, because he's able to do this when he suspended the program back in 2020, but now he's bringing the Afrikaners here. So, not when I say here, I mean U.S. In Africa, but it's crazy because now he signed an executive order and he's able to ship U.S. citizens to outside of the country. So if a U.S. citizen is like maybe a prisoner or something, because the prisoners in the prison complex here in America, though they're slaves basically because the state owns them. the country, the state or whatever owns them, right? So they can ship them to other countries outside of the U.S. They can ship them to foreign countries. So it's crazy because he's bringing in Afrikaners, but he's probably has the ability to ship U.S. citizens in jail or prison to other countries. So I'm seeing that myself, and I'm just like, am I the only one that's like, he's doing this, like, this reverse type of thing? He's trying to get us out and get them in. He's trying to clear us out and get them in, whether it's shipping our brothers to the brothers or sisters in prison to outside countries, El Salvador or Rwanda. I know African jails are not the best, but if you are a black American and you're in prison, and if they want to ship you somewhere and you have a choice, make sure you say Rwanda and not El Salvador. I'm just saying, rather be shipped to places where people look like you than be shipped to somewhere like El Salvador where they don't even like black people. None of these other nations like us. The Chinamen, none of them. They pretend they do. They're over in Africa. The Chinamen over there being nice to Captain Traore and Fiore. Yeah, they're being nice to him, and they're being nice to a lot of the African leaders because they want into Africa. They want to benefit from the resources, so they're being nice. Same thing with Russia. Russia's being nice because they want in. Not that they're as bad as the U.S., but they have a motive as well. Just always remember, all these other nations outside of Africa have a motive. They all want the resources. If they could remove every African from Africa and take over the land, they would, but they can't because it wasn't given to them. And the Creator knew who he wanted in his lands that are the richest. He knew he wanted his people in the lands that are the richest, the lands that has gold under the ground, minerals under the ground, oils, anything that you need to sustain yourself. He knew that he wanted his people in that land. So that's the richest land, and he has his people in that land. And so this is my view. You may not agree, and that's cool. Keep it respectful. So this Afrikaners situation is like, I'm not shocked, but I know that they want to make the, America white again. It's making it great again. It's making it white again, which they weren't the original people there, which we all know. It was indigenous people, aborigines there before Christopher Columbus, but they colonized it. They took over it, just like they colonized Africa. Just like they colonized the whole world, the islands, everywhere. They colonized everywhere. So even America was colonized. So it's easy for us to argue and say, you weren't there. They don't care about that. They're like, yeah, but we run it. We make the laws. We make the rules. We can shoot you up. We can take your land. We can put you out, send you to a foreign land outside of the way you was born. And because we got the power, we got the control. So now if you want to fight, you can stay and fight. But the fight will be fruitless because they have all the power. It's not enough weapons and guns that you can have. You just go down with the ship, basically. You're saying you want to go down with the ship, and you will go down with the ship because it's not going to be nothing nice. It's going to be a lot of unaliving going on over there. Once that martial law and everything gets instituted and the police are out, the military police are out, yeah. They got an assignment and they got targets, so believe that. So if you are wanting to stay and fight, that's cool. No shade on you. I'm not bad mouthing you. I'm not talking down on you. Fight. Most of the men, y'all want to stay, fight. Go ahead. I don't want my son to stay and fight. I want my relatives to stay and fight because it's fruitless. But if that's what you want to do, do it. But if you're interested in leaving, there are several countries that you can leave to, even just to visit. If you want to just have a second home outside of the U.S., you can do that. You can go to Panama. You don't have to come this far overseas. You can go to Panama. You can go to maybe even Barbados. And I know that's part of the U.S., but it's on an island. So it's a little bit different. Just different places that you can, Mexico, Canada. And I know Trump is beefing with a lot of these presidents. I know that. But it's still an option for you to have maybe 2 different places. So if things get really bad in the U.S. and you just seeing this looking really bad, you can have another place that you can go to set up for you. So that's my advice. Have another country outside of the U.S. where you can go, and you could go back and forth if that's something you want to do. You want to have your home in the U.S., but you want to have a home outside somewhere else just in case as a backup. It's okay to do that. I know you love your U.S. I know you love the U.S. and you don't want to abandon your people in your country, and I get it, because my son actually said that. He was like, Mama, we can't leave our people. We can't leave everybody. He was telling me that when I was leaving. I was like, yes, I can. I don't like it here, and I don't want to stay here. I'm not staying here to go down with them. So if you feel that way, that's fine. But have a plan. Make preparations. If you see military in certain places, move out of that place. Go to another city. If you see persecution in one city, flee to the next city. So if you see military or whatever in New York, for example, and you see them around, that means that they have immunity. That means that anonymity, y'all know that word. They can basically do anything they want and get away with it, and you can't sue them. So basically, your constitutional rights will be null and void. You won't have none. So if they unalive you, your family can't sue. If they grab you out your house, throw you in jail, ain't nothing you can do. You can't get an attorney to represent you, or that attorney will be arrested. Yeah, so they got anonymity. I can't say that word, but y'all know what I mean. So basically, they are untouchable. They can do anything, and they're already untouchable without martial law. They're already untouchable without them being able to police domestically. But it's going to be worse. So just know that. If you didn't know, you know now. A lot of people apparently didn't know that, because in the comments of the video that I did, people were saying that I was lying and I was instilling fear and I didn't know what I was talking about. And I had to go back and say Trump signed the executive order on April 20th. And then on the 29th, he signed more to empower these certain agencies like the police, ICE, and all that, giving them even more power. So this is like a progressive thing, and it's called the Insurrection Act that he signed back on April 20th. Please research that. It is a possibility. The only thing he has not done right now is said publicly, go over to Baltimore in the hood, Maryland, the black community, and police that. That's the only thing he has left to do, is to give them directions or instructions as to which area he wants them to police, right? So that's all he got to do, because he already passed all these executive laws giving him the power and these agencies the power to just fulfill his the goal that he has at any cost. So this is very important. So please do your research before you comment on my post, which I have told many people to do it. It's true. And it's all on TikTok and it's all online. So please, before you attack someone, or before you say that they are lying, make sure you do research, because you look ignorant. I'm just saying. I can't think of another word. You look very ignorant. Like me, if I watch a video and if I hear something that I have not heard before, I personally will start researching, Googling, YouTube to see all kind of research that you can do to see if this person, what they're saying is true, before I start commenting saying, you're lying, you're BS, you're this, you're instilling fear. Family. When you have things like this going on, fear is useless. Why do you think someone would instill fear in you? I'm saying preparation is key. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to advise you to have a backup plan. That's not just scaring you and leaving you hanging, telling you something terrible, right, and not giving you solutions. Telling you something is happening without solutions. Now, that's fear. But if someone is telling you something is going to happen and they're advising you to do A, B, or C, that's solutions. So it's not instilling fear when someone is giving you, advising you on how to move accordingly and giving you solutions and warning you and telling you to prepare. Preparation is key. Fear is useless. Always remember that. That's something that I just thought of. Fear is useless. Preparation is key. Prepare. If you're going to stay in the U.S., just prepare. Watch. Keep your eyes open. If you see military, if you hear about it, your neighbor, somebody tell you they're here, pack up your stuff and move to another area. Period, point blank. If you there and you don't want to be there and deal with that, then leave and go to a neighboring country. You got Mexico, you got Canada, you got the Bahamas, you got Hawaii. It's places that you can go that's very close. You won't be far from the U.S. But have a plan. That's what I'm saying. Have a plan and use wisdom. And please stop spewing ignorance and stop getting in your feelings because somebody's telling you the truth. You're getting in your feelings because somebody's telling you the truth. But you don't get in your feelings with Trump. But you get in your feelings with your brothers and sisters who look just like you, trying to warn you and give you advice. You get in your feelings with me, and I'm a woman, and you're men. I have so many men being disrespectful. It's just ridiculous. It's just simply ridiculous. So I believe that it's the younger generation, because if you are a Gen X, millennial or older, you ain't acting stupid like that. It have to be the younger people. Y'all need to stop getting in your feelings and your emotions and do your research and use your head. That's what the Father gave it to you for. Research. You don't have to be brilliant, but you be online doing everything else. Do research before you speak and before you comment, because you make yourself look ignorant. And I hate to say that, but you do. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I wanted to talk about this Afrikaner, but I went off in another direction. But anyway, thank you so much for all the views and all the subscribers and all the love that you have given me. I'm monetized, and hopefully I'll be getting a check soon. Yeah, but I will do a video in the next couple of days. I may do a live also. So keep your ears and eyes peeled for that so we can chat, okay? And if you need information or guidance, sometimes I said I was going to do the lives and answer questions. We can have a subject that we discuss, but if you're interested in Tanzania, I can kind of share with you. I'm at home here in Tanzania. We have normal houses. We live nice. We live comfortably. Yes, it's different. It's a different world from America. It has more of a island vibe to me. It's just it's more natural. So a lot of people, we eat fresh food, vegetables. We live off the land. It's more natural. Even the animals, they raise their own animals here, so you don't have to worry about all the stuff that they're injecting and all that stuff. The animals here are healthy. They walk their herds. They don't even really they let them walk free, and they follow. The chickens are free. They don't put stress on the animals either. So the animals, the meat is not like, if you mistreat an animal and abuse an animal, sometimes the meat has that in it. You feel, it makes you feel a certain way if you eat certain meats. But here they take care of their animals. They treat them well. They feed them good. And so, yeah. So anyway, Tanzania is a beautiful country. You should visit. Hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, when I can do a relocation and business consultation to help you, to give you advice and guidance. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to say salama, shalom, peace, family, and see you guys in the next video.